Yo, what's up, Purple Lotus Samsona? So today we are going to experience the farmers market here in downtown Vancouver. It opens only from March to October, so I think there's only 2 weeks left until they shut down for the entire winter. It's already starting to get cold. About 4 days ago, it was 29 degrees at 6 a.m. So I noticed this on the way to the farmers market. It's a Veterans of Foreign Wars mural that they made, and it's quite long, as you can see here behind me, and they have all this memorabilia and things of that time. So I thought it was pretty interesting. Angels with dirty faces, probably like a unit, a military unit, how they have all these different names, you know, like the bulldogs, the dogs of war, and all this kind of stuff. So we can take a look down here at all of these murals. So this place that we're gonna go to next is near the Esther Short Park. There's a farmer's market, food stalls, all that kind of stuff, a playground. It's right in the heart of downtown Vancouver. So while I'm talking, you can take a look at all of these things in the back here. The Colosseum, what looks like the Colosseum from Rome, with battle tanks and all that stuff. 1944, dropping bombs, maybe Hiroshima. I know this one behind me is obviously the U-boats from the storming, June 6, 1944, storming the beach at Normandy. The U-boats, very infamous scene from Saving Private Ryan, of course, when, you know, everybody got massacred coming off of those U-boats, where, you know, the seas were just stained red from a lot of the tails. A German machine gun bunker had them pinned down. So yeah, I see those U-boats here. If there must be trouble, let it be in my day, that my child may have peace, by Thomas Paine. See these Zeppelins, all reminiscent of World War II. This is awesome, actually, for Normandy. See a medic attaining to a wounded soldier there on the ground, what it looks like. The four-star general, I can't think of his name right now, who was in charge, the National Cemetery, maybe Arlington, maybe, I don't think that's Arlington. What else do they have here? It's got a fire medic, firefighter or something from the war. So this farmers market that we're gonna go to runs, yeah, like I said earlier, until October. They shut down. They open once a month for things called like the Harvest Feast, for Thanksgiving, you know, local produce from local areas, stuff like that. Let's still check out these. I don't know what this is. Maybe, what does it say? To the beach, Tokyo to Frisco. What the hell do you care? Golden Gate Breadline. Not too sure what this is. Maybe still looks like the same displays that they had that was in like the World War II era. See George Marshall, Thorogood Marshall, I believe it is here. The true architect of victory, Winston Churchill. So they're showing here raising the flag in Iwo Jima. The Marines. What else do they have here? Korea. True architect of victory. The forgotten war. So this is actually pretty cool. Yeah, the Korean flag, American flag. I know what that. I know what that is. I forget right now. The DMZ, the demilitarized zone that separates North Korea from South Korea. The Korean flag in North and South. When I was in the military many moons ago, I almost was going to be stationed at the DMZ off of Osan in Camp Casey long ago, but I avoided that whole situation. Just ended up stateside. So yeah, this looks like Vietnam. So what I'm figuring out, obviously, is from the very beginning to now, it's going from World War II all the way to the present day, what it looks like. So this looks like Vietnam. From those choppers, you can kind of tell from their M16s that this was in the Vietnam era, and they had those flat, I think they were M14s back at that time. Gulf War, yeah, it's seriously progressing from World War II all the way to present here. So the Gulf War, they have the jungles still from Vietnam, and now it's the desert the desert from the first Gulf War in 1991. So this is cool. Land of the free because of the brave. So this is super cool. And it's progressing all the way until September 11th. As you can see here, September 11th. So what they do here is, when you look here, is all the different, like for the Marine Corps, they have the Semper Fi, the eagle on the globe, the Department of the Army. So it's kind of the insignia for each branch. The Coast Guard, the Navy, Department of the Air Force. So what this signifies here too is when they lose a soldier, like how it says never forgotten, they use their boots and their rifle and they put the helmet on, and that's how they kind of remember fallen soldiers. See, they have Africa here. This is Airborne, 82nd Airborne patch here. You have to go to Special Forces School on Fort Bragg to be able to earn that Special Forces patch, which means de oppresso liber, which means to free the oppressed. That's what that means. This de oppresso liber means to free the oppressed. How do I know that? Because I had a friend that was a Green Beret and he wore the same patch, and I asked him 20 something years ago what this meant, and he told me to free the oppressed. So as you look at here, also Navy SEAL trident with the eagle. It's probably all the way last because they're the best. You know, and it progresses to from Special Forces to Airborne. I mean, in the best, you know, they're portrayed to being the best, but they all work in unison. Don't tread on me, probably like some kind of logo. So I'm not too sure what this is here, but what I think just people maybe writing things. Oh, you got the train going by here. So people writing their names if they serve, what it looks like, people's names. Simon Golden. What does it say? USMC 2008, 2013. Korea, I guess that's where he was stationed. If I had a pen, I could probably write something down. So yeah, that's what it looks like here. People who wrote down World War II Europe. William Neville, Corporal, U.S. Army. So this is actually pretty cool. It's a Veteran of Foreign Wars Memorial Plaza. So all of this goes all the way down. Sergeant Ruiz, R.I.P. Uncle Jim, missing in action. It says here, missing in action. Grandpa James, U.S. veteran. So yeah, this was a good find right here at this Veterans of Foreign Wars Memorial Plaza. Honoring all of the wars that I'm assuming that the U.S. participated in since World War II. So if you're ever in the area, come and check it out because it's super cool. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at PurpleLotus78 and pay it forward and feed a child. And to all those who have served, thank you for your service, and for all of those who never came back also to the ultimate sacrifice. And I respect that, being an American and a U.S. citizen. I'm enjoying my freedom, and I thank you for that too. Purple Lotus out.